All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into how the fashions of this world, okay, is going to be done away with, everything that we see, this way of life, all right, these different streets, these different cars, all right, these different homes, all right, the Lord is about to do away with all these things, man. All right, the way that this, world is set up and is structured, okay, all the way down to the very, minute detail. The Lord is about to just revamp everything. All right, it's going to be something that we've never experienced before, and that's going to be the kingdom of heaven. All right. And the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians, are going to be in ruling. They're going to be in charge of the earth, of the whole world, underneath Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Starting off, with King David, and then the rest of the 144,000. All right. Those are going to be the governing body. All right. And then the rest of the nation of Israel, they're going to be citizens in the kingdom of heaven. All right. But the nation of Israel is going to be the top people, the top nation. All right. So let me get a quick precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7. And I'm going to start at 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. Yeah, the time is short. And you can read that in Matthew. I believe Matthew, the 14th chapter, how it goes into the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. All right. And by shortening the days, the Lord is forwarding the prophecies. All right. The Lord is allowing the prophecies, to happen sooner. All right. Or so that the Lord can come back. All right. Almost got tongue tied. All right. But the Lord is causing the prophecies to happen sooner so the Lord can come back sooner. OK, instead of the prophecies being prolonged. All right. Now the Lord is all right. I'm allow these things to happen. I'm allow Esau to roll out the MOTB, which is the subdermal device. All right. Now the Lord, he's stirring up World War III. He's bringing it to the height. All right. Because these events must take place. All right. Before the kingdom of heaven is established. So that's why the days are shorting. Okay, let me actually get a quick precept. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So we're in that appointed time now, where the vision, which are the prophecies, are now speaking louder than ever. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And at some point, it seemed like, these prophecies was tarrying. Okay, the subdermal device. It was one point where, you would Google, RFID microchip and nothing will really pop up, But now, you type it in and it's all in the news. All right. The government, they have plans for this thing. All right. Because it all ties in with prophecy and the Lord shortening the days. OK, back then, people would say World War III is far fetched. OK, America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles is far fetched. All right. But now, the Lord caused, the Lord put it in the spirit of these other nations, to forward the nuclear arms race. All right. Now there's been over, thousands and tens of thousands of nuclear missiles that have been produced in the last, 10 years, man. All right. The Lord, he's stocking up his arsenal. So now, the hand is closer to midnight. Now all these things that people scoffed at, they're being silenced now because the word of prophecy is speaking. All right. And it's also being revealed who holds the testimony of prophecy, who are the Lord's true servants. Okay, and everybody else is false prophets, because nobody else is warning you of the things that are to come. All right. So with that, the prophecies being made manifest. All right, the time is short. Going back to 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be though they had none. Yeah, because this, what the scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you with a sore destruction. All right. The Lord didn't set up America for us to dwell here forever. All right. Hence the reason why the Lord is tearing this place down systematically, on every facet. And then at the end, the Lord is going to drop those thermonuclear missiles on America. All right. But the Lord didn't set up America, and even how the earth is ran right now, the Lord didn't set it up to be going like this forever. All right. The Lord, his intentions is to have his people ruling. All right. But the Lord is just. He allowed these other nations to rule. And what have they done? They've ruled in wickedness. OK, chiefly the wicked that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man. All right. He set up a society that's contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai in every way. OK, so this is an example of a rulership where, wickedness, has full reign, without no limit. OK, America is that example, and the Lord is going to make an example in destroying this rulership. OK, but even then, the society is set up in wickedness. All right, we can't fully have a family here. OK, our woman is defiled, our kids are defiled. We own nothing. All right. So being caught up in a woman, all right, or being caught up in a family, that's only going to lead to you being comfortable in a polluted place, and thereby you being defiled with it. All right. That's why 2/3 of Israel is going to perish. All right. Because they're comfortable in a place that's polluted, that's filthy, and they're filthy. They're not trying to come to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai and cleanse their ways. OK, which is pleasing to the Lord. They would rather, stay in the same place that they're in, same state of mind, in the same spirit, a degenerate spirit. All right. They don't want to come into the truth. All right. So they're going to be destroyed here. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, verse 30, and they that weep as though they wept not. Yeah, because there's no time. All right. The scriptures tell you that, in the time of Jacob's trouble, which we're approaching here very soon. All right. The infrastructure is already here. The military is already set up. All right. Esau is bringing more and more vehicles. Pretty soon, you're going to see a strong military presence in America. It's going to start looking like third world countries. All right. All while America is rotting the dollar. And pretty soon it's just going to be all out anarchy. All right. And many different civil unrest and civil wars. OK. But even in the midst of this, all right, the scriptures tell you that the dead bodies is going to be on the streets like dung. All right. So just like, you walk and you see some poop and you just step over it. All right. That's how it's going to be out here with these dead bodies, man. All right. People's not going to, be able to suffer, that have a funeral and to bury their dead or their loved ones or their children. All right. People just going to die, and there's going to be too much going on. You're just going to have to keep it pushing, keep it moving. All right. So it says, and they that weep as though they wept not. Yet, we understand a lot of our family members ain't going to make it. All right. But the Lord is making us numb. All right. We understand that, okay, it hurts to the flesh, but in spirit, we understand that they're going to come back in the kingdom, man. So there's no time, to be in a perpetual state, of that low, woe is me spirit, that real Down syndrome, the real Down syndrome, is that low woe is me spirit. We can't be in that. All right, we have to keep it pushing. It says, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not. Yeah, and the scriptures also say, how the elect, rejoice in trembling. All right, I forgot where the scripture is, but it speaks about rejoicing with fear and trembling. All right, because, hey, man, the Lord is going to show his wrath, man. All right, and we praise, the Lord's judgments. All right, but it's also a fearful and a terrifying thing, man. It says, and they that buy as though they possess not. And everything that we have physically, we gonna have to give it up, because ultimately the only thing that's gonna make it into the chariot is the spirits of the elect. All right, the physical flesh, these bodies are not even gonna make it. So how much more, your vehicle, all right, your house, your clothes, your favorite jewelry, anything that's beside your spirit. All right, we have to be able to let these things go. Even our family, even our kids, our wives. Now, there is, wives of the prophets and children of the prophets that are going to be delivered, but that's not a guaranteed thing. All right. The elect is going to be tried according to their spirit and according to their story. So it says, and they that buy as though they possess not. Okay, so it go into your physical things. All right, but just I'm speaking on your possessions in general. Okay, verse 31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. And that's the inspiration of the lesson, that we use this world but we don't abuse it. Okay, we're not fully immersed, all right, in the many different layers of this world like the rest of these people are. Okay, these people are so immersed, they still got plans for the next 10 years. All right, in America, they trying to buy a house. They grinding extra hard just so they can save up money, because they think they finna buy a house, and they have all these different plans, and they have different plans for their kids and how they're going to send them to school, and they're putting down a lot of time and effort still, coming up with different plans. Okay, my son, he gonna go to this college, and they don't even know that the Lord about to shut down America at any moment. Okay, any moment the Lord gonna pull the plug on this place. There ain't no bouncing back. All right, for Babylon, man. All right, these people, they think that if they follow and they listen, to these fake doctors, all right, that they can overcome, a low point in the history of America. All right, but these people really believe that, they're gonna overcome this so-called, this fabrication that Esau set up. All right, but nah, this is of the Lord. All right, and while you guys are focusing on the boogie germ, okay, which you could take the herbs, to fight those things. But while these people are focusing on that, all right, America is crumbling, behind the scenes, man, the economic structure. All right, so the elect, we understand very well why these people are still in that gross darkness. All right, we say of the hopeful elect, all right, we're not putting all our eggs in this world. We're putting all our eggs in Yahweh Shema Shai. Now we still have to live here. We still have to work. Some brothers, may have families. They, we still have to eat. But all of our effort is trying to be delivered out of this place. Okay, we're just trying to be suffice for the time being. All right, but we're getting ready to make our departure, man. All right, and the scriptures say in those days you should be as pilgrims on the earth. All right, so hey, man, we understand that there's going to come a point in time where we're going to be moving and grooving. All right, we're going to be sojourning until Yahweh Shai returns on the earth, man. Okay, so the fashions of this world is going to pass away, man. That's what's going on. Everything is deteriorating. Everything is breaking down. All right. And in the kingdom of heaven, America is going to be no more. Okay, because America was supposed to be the pinnacle of how you're supposed to run your society. And all these nations wanted to mimic America, even in their infrastructure. All right. Celebrating the wicked, pagan holidays. All right. The mannerisms. All right. But the Lord is going to make this place of nothing. Let me actually get Job 20. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Yeah, and Esau, his joy is thinking that he's going to lock down his NWO and chip everybody in the world with a subdermal device and track everything you're doing. All right. Have everybody linked up to a supercomputer. Then Esau, he's doing the Neuralink, which is also the MOTB. Then they have, the satellites that Elon Musk is putting out there. That's going to tie in with the 5 and the 6G. All that's going to tie in, so they can track you with the subdermal device, man. All right. But Esau, you're not going to be able to do that. All right. The joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. You're not going to be able to accomplish that. Here it is. You have all these things set in motion, and the Lord going to come back and just destroy everything right when you about to lock it down. Okay. Right when you make that thing, the microchip mandatory, that's when the Lord going to show up, man. Immediately after those days to deliver the elect from the thermonuclear holocaust, man. So I'm going to continue to read. At verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, yeah, you got satellites in space, and his head reach unto the clouds, yeah, you're lifted up, you're proud. Verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, because after you get taken down, all right, when Yahweh Shai returns with the holy angels, Yahweh Shai is going to raise up the elect to be the next governing body, and you Edomites and the rest of you heathens are going to go into slavery. All right. But after 1,000 years, the only nation that's going to be exterminated is you Edomites, you so-called white people. So in that time, all right, everybody going to say, hey, where's the red man at? Okay. Because you're going to cease to exist. Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. All right. So Esau, everything, even the remnants of America is going to be done. All right. There's going to be no proof or no evidence other than a giant desert. That's it. All right. But besides that, there's going to be no proof or evidence that Esau, Edom ruled in the earth. Okay. And there's going to be no evidence of the so-called white man running around, a red man. All right, that's, hey man, the children in the kingdom, they're gonna be like, what's the Edomite? They're gonna be, the elect gonna be telling the story. They're gonna be like, he was an actual red man? Seriously? Because Esau's gonna be gone, man. And good riddance, because he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Okay, he's the reason why the earth is damn near about to be destroyed, man. That's why he has to get taken out. All right. And a man that ain't right, he set up a society that ain't right and a world that ain't right. So what we're seeing now is not how it's supposed to be. All right. But the Lord is going to show us how a society is really going to be, it really should be. The Lord is going to show us how to really live, man. All right. When he comes back to deliver us and set us up. All right. The whole earth is going to look different, man. All right, the whole earth, the whole geostructure is going to look different. Everything is going to look different. Everything is going to be different, man. Okay, everything that we learn, in these different, societies, all right, outside of the kingdom of heaven, all that stuff is going to be unlearned, and the kingdom of heaven is going to be completely new. All right, and it's going to be ran by the Israelites and the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. So, we're letting go of this world and we're cleaving on the world to come by way of cleaving unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai and cleaving unto this word and the spirit. OK. And, the Lord's making us numb and dead to this world. OK. So that we may live at his appearing His appearing, meaning Yahweh Shai's appearing. Okay? So, Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai by Shem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone teaching who also were well. Peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Baba.